we're exploring the beautiful Grampians in Victoria, and we are going to be focusing on the creeks and streams at nearby waterfalls for some trout. So something that we haven't done before, what Shannon hasn't done before, but really looking forward to seeing if we can get anything and showing you guys what we get up to. But meanwhile, also enjoying this beautiful scenery, so let's go. So the track down to Mackenzie Falls Lookout is pretty gnarly. There's a lot of steps, but once you get down here, whew, man, the view of Mackenzie Falls is just so beautiful. Shannon's already down here, so let's check it out. There's Stan with all his gear. Alrighty, so what are we hoping for?
Brown trout.
Yeah? What are you using?
V-Man grub. Going to try starting with pink on a jig head, but we'll probably soon change it up to a more natural colour.
Give us a look. Nice. Not bad scenery though.
Yeah.
What does that do?
Attracts the fish. Fish like the smell. Apparently.
We'll see.
Slippery. Rainbow!
What a beauty.
Yeah. That's rainbow.
Lovely.
Jump out of the water and carry on, didn't he? Got him. Alrighty, this is as good as it gets. Fishing, red fin, we've got rainbow trout underneath the waterfall. It doesn't get any better than that. Let's let this fella go.
You're the fisherman. So although I am just the pack horse today and the videographer, I'm actually really happy because I absolutely love the Grampians. It is just such a beautiful place. I've done a bit of barefooting and just relaxing, and I absolutely love coming here. And the fresh air is just insane as well. But this is a place I don't mind coming to watch Shannon fish.
Plenty of follows. They just don't want to be caught. Big ready in there with a follow, little ready in there with a follow, but don't want to be caught. We'll keep on keeping on. Alrighty, so we are making our way from Mackenzie Calls along this little walking track through to Fish Falls. And I just found a ripper honey hole, actually. That's exactly what we're looking for. Just looking for these deep holes where the fish should be hiding. This is my first time walking along a creek fishing. And by the fish we've got in the bucket, I'm enjoying myself. Just got to figure out how I'm going to get down there. That looks dangerous. Yeah. Oh. Ow. Yep. Fuck me.
Alrighty, so that is the Mackenzie Falls and Fish Falls done in the beautiful Grampians. Shannon is a very, very happy man.
I come for a brown trout, but I got a ripper rainbow in some beautiful scenery at the bottom of a waterfall. So gonna scoot home now. I'm gonna smoke this thing up on the smoker, so I've got a happy wife as well. So if you guys are into preparing fish, smoking fish and stuff like that, stick around because we're gonna show you on the rest of the video how we smoke our trout.
Yum!
Alrighty, so first going to create the brine. So when you've got trout, you need to soak it in a sugary, salty mixture for anywhere for 4 to 12 hours. I have done it overnight before and it was still fine, but it did leave it a little bit rubbery just by the time I went overnight, and then majority the next day until we had it for lunch or something. So going to be brining this one today for probably 3 or 4 hours, and then we're going to smoke it. So just some brown sugar, salt, and some soy sauce and Worcestershire sauce. That's it. Now I'm not a measuring cup kind of person to measure things exactly. I'm just a see how I go kind of guy. So a little bit of brown sugar. Now understand, obviously it's not all going into the fish because it does only, you make a solution with some water. So it's not like the fish is going to get all of it. Alright, so I made my brine. Simple as that. So, nice big flat container, just a Tupperware container. Now don't worry, it does look a bit dark now, but we are going to add some more water when we put it in the container with the fish, when we know how much water to add. So these are just a couple of different types of soy sauce, just helps give it a bit darker flavour. That's it. So now just mix this up. I will go and gut the fish because we're going to do this one whole. Sometimes we do fillet them, but today we're just going to do it whole. So I'm going to go and gut it. Then I'm going to put the fish in the container, dilute this down until it completely covers it, and then put it in the fridge. Until we're ready to smoke it. Alrighty, so the wife has let me use the laundry because we're going to film it for you guys, and there's only one. There's not a big heap of fish to try and do here and make a mess. So, pretty simple to fillet when you're actually cooking trout whole. It's actually pretty straightforward to do. You just cut from the bum up to the jawline, and then it's up to you what you want to do. Sometimes we just cut the whole head off and just smoke the body. We'll see how I'm feeling today when I'm cutting it. Always cut away from yourself. And don't run with scissors. Sometimes this works, sometimes this doesn't. To rip everything out in one big go. It's disgusting, but it does rip everything out in one go. So just cut from the bum up to the bottom of the jaw, cut the jaw, and you just end up with a perfectly gutted fish. So obviously you've got to get clean all of the blood and stuff out, but that's one gutted trout in one clean cut. Also, this obviously bloodline in here, you do need to get that bloodline out of there. You don't want that. So just run your finger along. You can see I haven't done this bit here. Run your finger along and get rid of that whole bloodline through there. So they are much easier just to fillet, especially when you smoke them, because when you smoke them, you don't have to scale them, you don't have to take the skin off, nothing like that. You literally just one cut and just take the whole fillet off with the skin, with the scales, with absolutely everything. Because when you smoke it, the skin goes real rubbery and it just peels off. So they're actually really, really easy fish to smoke and delicious. So I just cut from the bum towards the tail a little bit more, just so when I'm smoking it, they're all pretty evenly spaced bits of meat and not this really big thick tail. That is one cleaned rainbow trout in a matter of minutes. Incredible.
Smoking time.
We've got our cleaned fish. Now literally just put it in the container we prepared earlier. Our brine that we prepared earlier. And just brine over it, and then add enough water until it's covered. So looking at the size of the container we've used, I'm gonna have to make some more brine because it should be just a little bit darker than that, but I'll make it a little bit darker and then we'll put it in the fridge and get it ready for the smoker. And when I wasn't looking, the wife also snuck in a couple of blocks of lime as well. So now gonna put it in the fridge. Ideally, actually, we're only gonna be able to put it in for about 3 or 4 hours today because we're hungry. So I'm gonna put it in the fridge for 3 or 4 hours and then we're gonna show you guys how we smoke it. So it's been a few hours now and it's time to put it on, so it's gonna be ready for tea. So it would have been good to obviously give it a few extra hours, but it is what it is.
More flavour of fish.
So it's gonna pat it dry, so I think if you actually check a proper recipe, it does say to take the fish out and put it in the fridge for a couple of hours uncovered, just so that it is dry. But we're pretty time pressed today, so I'm just gonna pat it dry. So I have also got some toothpicks and prodded it open with toothpicks just so the smoke gets inside of it. We've got it set to 70 degrees Celsius. We have got a pellet smoker, but I've also got an extra smoke tube in there as well, just because we do like a really intense smoke flavour, because we do a fair bit of smoking. So we'll give that a couple hours. I will put the temperature probe in it and we'll come out and check it in maybe an hour or two and see how it's going. So we're aiming for about 60 internal temperature. I come out a little bit earlier and put the temperature probe in. I've got the temperature probe in. You can see it's at 55. So it won't be too much longer and we'll be at 60 and it'll be dinner time. Something to talk about? That's smoked goodness. Should have got a pair of tongs.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright people, don't do this at home. Get some tongs.
And remember to take the toothpicks out.
Definitely. Oh, look at that colour. Beautiful. Dinner served.
Taste test.
The truth.
How do we go? Delicious.
Good?
Yep.
Lovely.
The trick is to pull with the bones, because trout have a lot of bones, but they're edible bones. Well, the way I fillet fish, they're edible bones.
And there you have it.
That's how you catch and cook rainbow trout.